Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, mate. This is the news that we waiting for, fam. You know what I mean, bro? But guys, welcome back to another live stream, fam. Listen, as a Man United fan right now, it feels good. It feels good because we are moving like a serious club this transfer window, bro. You know what I mean? Benjamin Sesko, here we go, from Fabrizio Romano, confirmed by David Ornstein, and maybe there might be a new tier one freaking journalist, bro, in the footballing world, fam, because this person actually broke out the Carlos Baleba news before David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano. We are gonna be speaking about them guys, of course, later on, right? But I don't want to keep you guys waiting for too long. This news popped out when I was at work today. All the guys at work were getting gassed about Benjamin Sesko. So it says, breaking, Benjamin Sesko to Manchester United. Here we go. Agreement club to club reached with RB Leipzig for 76 million smackaroonies, bro. Plus 8.5 million smackaroonies in add-on. Sesko agreed terms to 2030. Sesko made it clear on Tuesday that he wanted Manchester United do now reality a new striker for Ruben Amorim. Welcome to the club, Benjamin Sesko, fam. And guys, this stream, of course, is going to be a little bit technical. It is going to be an analysis-heavy stream because we are going to be speaking about Benjamin Sesko and, of course, his style of play and the regarding the stats of his goals, the assists that he has, aerial duels, bro. Because like United have signed for me like a physical beast, bro. Like he's a freak in nature, this dude. Mohammed comes in with the chat already, right? Saying, did you see the donation of 120 million pounds for Baleba, bro? It's freaking I think it's like Bet365 that put it out, bro. Them man take the piss, dude. Them man take the piss, bro. Like listen. They can hate all they want. He's probably a Newcastle supporter, Mohammed, bro. That guy is probably a Newcastle supporter that put out that thing, bro. Absolute hater, fam. But anyway, guys, let's go right into the first. Actually, no, there is more. There's more on top of it because earlier it was actually revealed that Benjamin Sesko took a pay cut to join Manchester United. Newcastle offered him more money, right, to come join them up in the northeast, but he's like, nah, you know what? I actually want to go to Manchester United, and this came from United District via Pletigo, and it's saying Benjamin Sesko agreed to waive part of his salary to make his Manchester United move possible. He could have earned more, in capital letters, by the way, at Newcastle. Sesko's agency has also given up a significant share of commission. This was necessary to push the move over the line, bro. This is what we need. We need players that want to join Man United, bro. It was the same thing, right? What Victor Gyökeres did, where he actually basically gave up a part of his wages to actually join Arsenal. He actually funded that move to Arsenal by himself, bro, by using his wages, dude. That shows an intent that he want to play for the team, fam. So I actually welcome that. Right, and for the people that don't know about Benjamin Sesko, here is his profile. Shout out to Transfer Market. For basically having these details on him, right? And the full name is Benjamin Sesko. Like there's no middle name whatsoever. Born May 31st, 2003, 22 years old. He's from Radece in Slovenia. 1.9 meters, 1.95 meters tall. So he's 6'5", man. 6'5", and his jumping's insane, dude. Like for me, like that's one thing I'm looking forward to with Benjamin Sesko, especially up front where we've actually got a striker that can win aerial duels versus defenders. That's what I am here for, fam. Can play as an attacker or a center forward, of course, right? And let's jump in right now into his heat map because a lot of people would think of him as like a through and through striker, but with Benjamin Sesko, for people that don't know, right, like Benjamin Sesko he doesn't do what Højlund does. Do you know when Højlund like tries to wrestle like freaking defenders? Benjamin Sesko actually likes to drop off of defenders, right, to give himself space, and then get his other teammates involved into play, basically like laying off the ball, even sometimes holding up the ball, or even guys turning right and driving at players. That's why when you look at his heat map right there, it's like heart central because he's making those runs. Look at that, 14 touches right on the byline on each side. So, but that's the in there, but it's basically the same amount of touches. Like the guy likes driving at people too. So this is one thing I'm looking forward to with man like Benjamin Sesko, right? And I do want to, of course, get up his goals because a lot of people have been saying that. Let's see, taller. He's taller than Haaland. Yeah, I think it's like an inch taller than Haaland. But Mohammed, yeah, he's 6 foot. I'm pretty sure he's 6'5". I'm pretty sure he's 6 foot. I'm pretty sure he's 6'5", right? But anyway, these are his career stats because people right now, especially with Manchester United fans, they are worried that he is like a copy and paste of Rasmus Hojlund, right? But when Rasmus Hojlund joined Manchester United, this guy didn't have over 100 career goals. Benjamin Sesko, in his career so far, has played 265 games, 150 goals, 32 assists at 22 years old, guys. You get what I mean? He's got more experience than Rasmus Hojlund, in my opinion. And also too, right? Like people are forgetting that the front three that Rasmus Hojlund played with in Garnacho and Rashford, these guys, they never passed to him. They never gave him any service, right? But when you look at the goal that Hojlund scored, actually, against, I think it was against Bournemouth in the preseason friendly in America for that Premier League series kind of thing, it was a cross. I think it was from Dogu, right? Dogu crosses the ball a lot of times, and literally Benjamin Sesko, like the amount of aerial duels, the guys, like he's I think it's like 57% aerial duels he's won. So that's basically 60% aerial duels that this guy wins. So the amount of balls that are in the air, right? Pause. He wins them. That's crazy, bro. We've not had this in a long time where we've actually got a striker that can genuinely win headers. I think the last guy was Zlatan Ibrahimovic. People may say freaking Vegas, but 10 I was playing this guy, freaking central attacking midfielder. He was playing him cam. You get me? And there's points as well. I don't know if Manchester United fans have actually recognized this during like the preseason where there's no pass on right to the midfield. So either Luke Shaw or Lenny Yoro, they go along right, they hoof the ball up, and he can hold it up. He can win the ball. He can actually provide flick-ons for Mateus Cunha, for Brandon Bumbo, for them to actually run on behind him because he played right with a striker next to him at RB Leipzig in Lois Openda. If people know him, the guy the short black guy who's got a massive forehead, just like me, basically. Just imagine me. Just imagine me, bro, right? So Lois Openda would be on the end of those flick-ons for man like Benjamin Sesko. So I'm looking forward to this, bro. I'm looking forward to this. And the thing is, though, with the Benjamin Sesko, like, he has to hit the ground running, don't he? Benjamin Sesko has to hit the ground running, bro. At least like do something. And a little tapping versus Arsenal. I wish. I hope. I hope he dunks him. Plus, guys, by the way, right, like the reason why Arsenal were actually in for Benjamin Sesko because the data team for Arsenal, they said that he was basically the main choice for them. That's what they won't tell you. That's what they want to. That's why they actually wanted him. And people now, right, especially in the Arsenal fan base, they are speculating that it was Berta that actually got Gyökeres instead of Sesko because Arteta actually wanted Sesko. So listen, read into that if you must, bro. So listen, guys, I'm looking forward to this, bro. I'm actually looking forward to what the guy does because people like people are calling him a Zlatan Ibrahimovic regen. I don't think that because he's completely different. The only thing that he has that similar to Zlatan is insane shot power. The guy can slap a ball from outside the box. The guy can slap a ball from outside the box, right? And speaking of scoring goals, speaking of other strikers, so I have got up the what strikers right now that play for the top four Premier League teams aside from Newcastle because Alexander Isak is still at Newcastle. He's still linked with Liverpool, right? But I've put him in there because he is one of the best strikers, of course, in the Premier League, and I've compared him to Benjamin Sesko as you can see right there. So take a look. Take a look, right? Because I've also put in Rasmus Hojlund in there just to compare him because with Rasmus Højlund and Xerxes is they've got different profiles to Benjamin Sesko because Rasmus Højlund, he's a guy who's really quick. He's kind of like a bulldozer. Like he's a pretty straightforward thinking attacker, while Xerxes, he's like a more of a link up play, kind of like a striker. He calls himself like a 9.5. So basically he likes to get more touches on the ball, a little bit more technical, right? But so let's look at the stats. So these are all the league stats, guys. It is not Champions League because all the time, right, when it recommends the Champions League, I do not like that because Champions League is only about what, 8 games, 8 to 10 freaking games, and then that's it. You get what I mean? Like we did a little bit more sample, right? But again, he's still growing. But again, like with Benjamin Sesko, he's still growing as a football player, and I expect Isak, Joao Pedro, and Erling Haaland, of course, to have better stats than him, right? But he is joining for me a team right now that's going to have quality around him. Once again, Ahmad's going to be there, Brownie Bomber's going to be there. You've got freaking Matheus Cunha, you've got Dogu, Bruno Fernandes is also playing behind him too. So he's going to have a lot of support around him, fam. So I'm looking forward to that. But as you guys can see right there, that's it, bro. So what the only thing what I was expecting him to actually to be the best out of all these guys is, of course, the aerial duels, because once again, like, is a physical freak, guys. Benjamin Sesko is a physical freak, right? And let's move on to the Manchester United lineup. So this is the current Manchester United lineup from last season. I'm pretty sure this was the final game of the season versus Aston Villa. It's not counting any of the preseason friendlies that we have. So let's just change a few players around. The confirmed signing so far for Manchester United, and we will be speaking about the other big one, bro. The other dream signing, dude. Baleba. Carlos. Guys, I ain't gonna lie, right? When that news dropped yesterday regarding Carlos Baleba, I literally went on his Instagram page, but I posted, Carlos, bro. Like he has to come to United, bro. Like, we need that guy in our midfield. And there is going to be certain ways for me, like, I was actually formulating certain ways, right, to how Manchester United can actually get these players, because I took down a lot of notes at work. I was spending 8 hours at work today and writing down these notes, right, but we'll speak about him. So, striker Sesko, on the left side, that's going to be Matheus Cunha. On the left, attacking mid, Brandon Bruno is going to be our right attacking mid, and then it's Ahmad. That is the right wing back. Dogu is the left wing back. I want to put Aiden Heaven in there, you know, guys. Like, I'm gonna lie, bro. I genuinely want to keep Aiden Heaven in there. Like, I genuinely want to keep him in there, fam. And then the right centre back, Lenny Yoro, bro. Right. So far, Menu. So far, this nope. Not the India. We'll have to put Onana in. We'll have to swallow the pill and put Onana in, bro. Right. Why have I got the feeling the United case is stronger, bro? Listen. Mohammed, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Don't curse us, bro. Don't curse us, fam. I'm tired of this curse, bro. I just want things to work out for us, fam. I genuinely want things to work out for us, bro. That's what I want. This bro, Mohammed, you're a hater, bro. This guy, fam. But anyway, right? So this is the current Manchester United team right now. There's a few changes, right, that of course Man United should make. I think that there's 2 more signings that Manchester United definitely should make, right? And the first signing, because I think what's going to happen is, I think if Baleba comes in, who I will get to, I think he's going to take over Main's spot, because Bruno won't get dropped because he's the club captain. I said that I know I'm going to get pelters. I think that we should have taken the money from Al Hilal. The 100 million would have helped us a lot right now for Baleba. Would have helped us a lot, by the way. But see, we didn't take that offer. We didn't take that offer. And Donnarumma. And I know that people will say, like, Donnarumma is not good with his feet, Preston. He's not a good kick. I don't care. I don't care about that anymore, bro. I don't care. This is how people drove the hell out of the club, dude. And we got Onana. And I was telling Sofian yesterday, right? Like, at the edge of the box, if you've got Morgan Gibbs-White, if you've got freaking Martin Odegaard, if you've got Rodri at the edge of the box, and he's at Old Trafford, he's about to shoot, and your goalkeeper's freaking Andre Onana, I'm pretty sure Matt and I fans are panicking, bro, because we know what this guy gives us. But, but I think after, again, I'm dreaming, but I think after, if we sign Baleba, because apparently Andre Onana is also an agent in this. Apparently he's trying to convince Baleba to come to Man United. Apparently, this is a report, by the way. This is an actual report from a credible guy now that is trying to convince Baleba to come to Manchester United, right? But listen, Donnarumma, because no, Mohammed saying man said Donnarumma. PSG have signed Lucas Chevalier, bro. Lucas Chevalier, he's joining PSG from Lille. PSG are demanding 30 million, no less than 30 million euros for Donnarumma. I'll take that. He's a better goalkeeper than freaking Andre Onana. At least Donnarumma can save shots from outside the box. At least he can save shots from outside the box, bro. At least he can catch balls when he's on the floor. Pause. But you know what I mean? Like footballs when he's on the floor, bro. At least Donnarumma can do that. Honestly, bro, like with Andre Onana, once again, if somebody's shooting from the edge of the box, guys, I am panicking. I said this in a stream about 4 weeks ago. I had a dream that we were in the FA Cup final versus Arsenal, right? And the way that Arsenal won that freaking cup was because of Andre Onana's mistake at the near post, bro. If a goalkeeper's giving me nightmares for my team, he has to go. You know what, fam? He brought this guy, fam. You know what?
Emotional damage.
Emotion, bro. He's giving him freaking emotional damage, fam. Be an agent for us. Convince Baleba to come to Man United, and then we can sell you off. That's what we need. That's what we need, right? But that's enough of the Manchester United team to how they are looking to shape up for next season. I tell you what, guys, bro. I need to remove India, bro. I don't know why he's somehow creeped in there, dude. But Lenny Euro, guys. Lenny Euro. But anyway, that is the team right now. Listen, like I'm excited for this team. I think there's maybe because again, like Bruno is not a proper 8. That's the thing though with him, man. That's the thing with Bruno Fernandes. He's not a proper 8, bro. He's not a proper 8. That's the only issue. That's not only issue, dude, because like the team is coming well. The team is coming along well, right? Mohammed says, I'm not sure you can pay me enough a week. I know the guy's on like 400k a week, man. That's the only downside with Donnarumma. He's on 400k a week, guys. He's on 400k a week, man. That's like 350k in pounds. It's like 400k like in euros, right? But it's 350k. You get what I mean? And speaking of money, speaking of money, this is the news. This is the news. So this came, right? Where is that one? I need to get the proper one. Yeah, this is the proper one. This is the proper news. Right, Fabrizio Romano last night, he's basically 11:30, guys, last night, right? He's basically said Carlos Baleba didn't close doors to Manchester United after direct contact with his camp. Manchester United believe agreeing terms with Baleba won't be an issue. Club-to-club deal considered very difficult. Brighton want to keep Baleba this summer. Won't make it easy, but you know what? Where there's smoke, there is fire, huh? Where there is smoke, there is fire. And for the people wondering why I was saying about Agent Andre Onana, right? The person that broke the Baleba news last night on X, or formerly known as Twitter, was a guy named the IndyCarlian News. Even David Ornstein has given my man credit for breaking the news first. So it's looking like he's a credible source. Right? And he's posted this this morning. Carlos Baleba and his agent just got word this lunchtime from Brian and Hove Albion that Manchester United has officially made the move. They reached out through the channels and it was done respectfully. Baleba's been told if a respectable bid comes in, serious talks will start. What's interesting is that Andre Onana is stepping in to help out. He's using his connections and their shared Cameroonian background to sway Baleba, telling them Manchester United is the place to be even without Champions League football. Listen, Andre Onana, bro, I was sorry, bro. Listen, I'm sorry, fam. I am sorry, my guy. I'm sorry, right? You just need to, if you can sort this out with Baleba, all's forgiven, dude. All the names I've called you, fam. All the names I've called you, out of sheer frustration for the Brighton game, Nottingham Forest game, Bayern Munich game, Galatasaray game, many games, right? These last 2 years will be forgiven because Carlos Baleba, guys, is the perfect midfielder for Man United. No joke. Like, he literally suits that Amorim system well. We might, honestly, shout out. Like, I have to go full screen for this. Shout out to the Man United fans, right? That actually spoke this into existence. Shout out to them because right, like, you know when girls say, "Oh, you need to manifest, baby. You need to manifest it." Talking about bullcrap fugaz and stuff. United fans manifested this, bro. We manifested, my dude, bro. We manifested Carlos Baleba. Carlos Baleba, for me, like, he has got the power. He has got the tidy footwork, the passing, the composure. Like, when he's running through midfield, guys, nobody can stop. He's like a freight train, bro. And we need that because majority of times when Manchester United are overloaded in midfield and we can't like play through the midfield, we knock it long and we lose the ball, right? Because we either kick it long to Rasmus Højlund, who can't hold up a ball. But with Carlos Baleba, he can get it and spin man and be about 2 or 3 guys in midfield and then release it for your Cunhas, for your Brian and Buemos, bro. Like, he's absolutely perfect, bro. And he's got good range of passing too, from like deep, mate. From pause. But from that back, from like the backfield, bro, he's got good range of passing. You get what I mean? Right, I actually need the chats. I need to read the chats, bro. Valentino, yeah, well, what's going on, Valentino? What's going on, Manchu, man? What's going on, brother? We are looking good, mate. Good to see you again. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much for your kind words. It's good to see you. Thank you that you've actually come back to the chat. And hopefully, of course, the chat is of course nice to you. Getting guys for Brian and Wolves players, you know, these guys, bro. These guys, fam. These guys, dude. I was, if you remember my rant, Valentino, bro. I went on a mad rant, you know, because I was like, we are not gonna be prepared for the Arsenal game. We weren't like the time when we didn't sign Brandon Bumble, I was furious. But like the speed of things right now, how it's moving, I'm actually happy. You get what I mean? And you guys call me pessimistic. You man call me pessimistic, but now when I'm happy, you guys want to complain about me being happy. And then when I'm not happy, you guys just say I'm pessimistic. Come on, man. Come on, bruh. But yeah, man. Honestly, hopefully we can get this Belieber deal done. Manchu Man says I have my ticket for the Arsenal match. I cannot wait. I wish I could go, but I've got engagements going on. I'm actually camping in freaking Snakes Pass in a Glossop for people when people know where people from Manchester know where Glossop is, like past that Stockport. So I'm actually camping, so I can't actually go to the game. I cannot actually go to the game. So I wish I could go because I'm pretty sure that Old Trafford will be absolutely rocking then, right? But speaking of like price tags with Carlos Baleba, so Carlos Baleba is actually, guys, valued between £80 million and £105 million because last week I read a report that he's worth like £125 million, and that was a price tag that Brighton were actually tagging on him, Brighton. People ran with that. Even I was like, I'm pretty sure maybe that is the correct price tag, but no, it's between 80 million pounds and 105 million. So I'm pretty sure that Brian will turn it up to the max because it's difficult doing business with them, right? And we've got players to sell to fund this Baleba, transfer. Manchester United are planting their feet with Garnacho regarding the news with Alejandro Garnacho, right? Because Garnacho wants to go to Chelsea. Of course, he wants to go to Chelsea because he wants to come back to this bozo. By the way, I'm calling him a bozo because he's a bozo. This bozo, right, wants to go to Chelsea so he can come back to Old Trafford and prove a point. And he's gonna realize that, oh wait, you know what? There's actually other wingers around here. There's Jamie Gittins. You know what I mean? There's Esteval. There's Pedro Neto. Like I'm not guaranteed to start, so I have to show my quality and work hard. That's what he's not going to realize. He's not going to realize that he's not like a main starter for Chelsea because Chelsea have got about 600 attackers, bro. He is so dumb. Who speaks to Garnacho? Honestly, who genuinely speaks to my man, fam? In his close circle. He should have gone to like Napoli, where Scott McTominay is right now, because Scott McTominay is again, all respect to Scott McTominay, right? He is literally nominated for a Ballon d'Or. He's nominated for a Ballon d'Or. He's on the shortlist for a freaking Ballon d'Or, guys. Never in my life I would have thought this, right? But Garnacho wants to go to Chelsea because he can come back to Man United and prove a point. That's what it is. That's what it is, bro. I hope somebody slide tackles him, bro. I hope somebody slide tackles him, bro. I hope somebody cleans about Old Trafford, fam, when it comes, dude. Learn a lesson, dude. Learn a lesson, fam. He's not that guy. He's actually not that guy. Like, he thinks he's that good, but he's not that good. And he's got to realize when there's Esteval, who's younger than him, who's got more quality than him, at Chelsea's like, maybe I'm a scrub. But listen, Chelsea, pay us out 50 mil, take the bomb, we're going our way. Dortmund, come get your guy Sancho, come get your Freedom your Freedom Fanta, whatever. Your Freedom Fanta, fam. You pay us 20 million, we'll go our way. Same thing, right, with Real Betis. No loans for you, man, dude. Gerardo, mi amigo. No loans, bro. No loans, fam. Because I've got a friend that supports Real Betis. I've got a friend that supports Real Betis, guys. So he's telling me, it's like, we've not got the money. I was like, you guys do, bro. You man have the money. I see you guys selling players. You guys have the money, fam. Come get your boy. Come get your boy Anthony, dude, and leave us alone so we can fund this money for freaking Carlos Baleba, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Garnacho's gonna take some of the under 23 game, bro. I hope so, dude. I hope so, man. Like like football's a humbler. Football, like Newcastle fans are finding this out right now that football's a humbler, bro. They're finding it out right now that football's a humbler, dude. And it's gonna hit him, bro. It's gonna hit him over the head so quickly. Hit him over the head so quickly, bro. Like Garnacho, fam. This guy, yeah, absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. Anyway, guys, there is more news. Of course, there is more news. Let me just delete this. So, regarding the Ballon d'Or. So, the Ballon d'Or shortlist, or like 30 nominees, have been unveiled by Ballon d'Or. That's what they call it. They actually call Ballon d'Or the French like company that does Ballon d'Or. And the 30 nominees or the 30 shortlisted players are Gianluigi Donnarumma, Serhou Guirassy, Denzel Dumfries, okay, Desiree Dewey, Erling Braut Haaland, Jude Bellingham, Victor Gyökeres, Achraf Hakimi, Harry Kane, Robert Lewandowski, Kivicha Kvaratskhelia, Lautaro Martinez, Alexis McAllister, Ousmane Dembele, Kylian Mbappe, Scott McTominay, João Neves, Nuno Mendes, Marco Olise, Cole Palmer, Pedri, Fabian Ruiz, Declan Rice, Rafinha, Vinicius Jr., Virgil van Dijk, Mo Salah, Vitinha, Florian Wirtz, and Lamine Yamal. So that is the 30 players that have been shortlisted or nominated for the Ballon d'Or of 2025. For me, there's only two names here, right, that have got my attention, and that's Mo Salah and Ousmane Dembele. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like those are only two guys. I think anybody else is not, or like Rafinha, but anybody else, bro. Yes, bro. I can't believe that Denzel Dumfries in this man. He was fighting, he's trying to fight a Cunha, dude. Like like 2 months ago, bro. It's crazy. Valentino says football has fallen off. Yeah, football, bro. This is crazy, dude. We used to have some proper generational man them winning this, man. Let's look at right the previous Ballon d'Or winners. Let's look at the previous Ballon d'Or winners because there used to be some ballers, bro. Some legendary, iconic players that have won this freaking competition, dude. So that's on Facebook. It's not gonna let me access Facebook again. Why is it always Facebook, bro? Like let me just get this thing. Let me get this thing, bro. I'm gonna have to go on Wikipedia then, is it Top End Sports? Let's check out Top End Sports. There you go. There is the list. Right. So Messi's won it, bro. Of course, Messi's won it. Ronaldo, Kaká, Ronaldinho, Shevchenko, Pavel Nedved, R9 Ronaldo, Mark Lowe, Luis Figo, Rivaldo, Zidane, Ronaldo, fam, Matej Sammer, George Weah, Christos Stoichkov, Roberto Baggio, Marco Van Basten, Jean-Pierre Papin, Lothar Matthäus, dude, Ruud Gullit, Igor Belanov, Michel Platini, mate, Paolo Rossi, Carlo Heinz Rummenigge, Kevin Keegan, Alan Simonsen, Franz Beckenbauer, Oleg Blokin, Johan Cruyff, George Best, Florian Albert, Bobby Charlton, Eusebio. Like we had some absolute like icons, like giant names of football, like winning this competition. Now we have these man nominated, bro. This is crazy, dude. Yo, this competition, bro. Listen. I I think Usman Dembele should win it, man. I genuinely do. Like people say Mo Salah, but like Salah, of course, insane goal contribution in the Premier League. That's it. He only did it in the Premier League, guys. He didn't do it anywhere else, man. He didn't. He didn't do anything anywhere else. Only just in the Prem. Like Usman Dembele has won the Champions League. I think he's won like the quadruple, like the treble with the Paris Saint Germain. So, of course, dominated the league and won a continental freaking trophy, bro. I think that Usman Dembele should be winning it, in my opinion. That's for me. That's the Ballon d'Or winner of 2025. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Valentino says Ole cooking in the conference qualifiers, bro. The guys at work today, they were actually trying to defend Ole as well, man. I was like, nah, I was like, you guys are taking the piss, bro. You guys are actually mocking it, bro. That way, like the guys at work, if they're watching this, bro, you guys are shameless, dude. You man was shameless defending freaking Ole, mate. Crazy. Right. So this is for the other award, right? That Ballon d'Or have because they've got multiple awards, of course, is men's club of the year, and there is 5 teams that have been nominated by Barcelona, Botafogo, Chelsea, Liverpool, Paris Saint-Germain. Easy, Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain should be winning this, bro. Like, yeah, of course they did lose the Club World Cup final to Chelsea, right? But I think it should be PSG winning this, bro. Like by a landslide, in my opinion. Like I ain't gonna lie to you guys, bro. You get what I mean? What's the next one as well? Yassine Trophy. So the nominees for the Yassine Trophy so this is the best goalkeeper in the world. I don't know why they all spell it Yassine Trophy. Like it should be like with an S, like Lev Yashin, the Russian goalkeeper. I just don't know why they all spell it like this, bro. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Right. The nominees are Alison Becker, Yassine Bono, Lucas Chevalier. Like Lucas Chevalier, bro. Like people slept on this kid, man. I was saying Man United should have gone and signed him. Literally after signing Lenny Yoro from Lille, we should have signed Lucas Chevalier. I think Jagrover has gone to Marseille, man. Crazy. Thibaut Courtois, I didn't say it correctly. I didn't say it correctly, guys. I'm sorry. Thibaut Courtois, Thibaut Courtois, Gianluigi Donnarumma, Emiliano Martinez, Jan Oblak, David Raya, Matt Sells. Well deserved, by the way, for Matt Sells, but I'm gonna lie, dude. Matt Sells had a real fantastic season, and it's good to see that he's actually been recognized for him being nominated as the best goalkeeper in the world. Ian Sommer, and Katrine Berger. So that's for the women's side. Katoko, Hannah Hampton, and Chiamaka in Nandozi. Yeah, I think that's how you say her name. And Daphne Van Domcelaro. So that is the Yassine nominees for the Ballon d'Or by Ballon d'Or for the best goalkeeper in the world. Right. Copper. So basically, the Raymond Copper Trophy is like for the young player. So basically, like young up and coming stars, right? It's kind of like their Golden Boy Trophy, and the nominees are Ayub Bouadi from Lille. Once again, if people don't know about Ayub Bouadi, bro, if people don't know about this little cooker, bro, crazy. Like Lille, honestly, these last. Of course, they've been producing ballers, right? But the Lille team from these last 3 years, dude, it's crazy. They had like Lenny Yoro, Erdon Jagrova, dude, freaking Ayub Bouadi. There's Lucas Chevalier, who's just joined Paris Saint-Germain. Like that, the Lille team's absolutely crazy. Paul Kubasi at Barcelona, Desiree Doué at Paris Saint-Germain, William it's actually William Esteval. William Esteval for Palmeiras, but now plays for Chelsea. Dean Huijsen for Real Madrid. Miles Lewis-Kelly for Arsenal. Rodrigo Moura, another central attacking midfielder, plays for Porto. The composure that this kid has is mental, dude. So people need to check him out too, because Rodrigo Moura is absolutely sick, and I think that he's gonna get a big move. I'm pretty sure it's either linked with the Bayern Munich or Paris Saint-Germain right now. Like they are into trying to get this kid, bro. You get what I mean? Lamine Yamal and Kenan Yildiz, who is at Paris Saint-Germain. And then for the women's side is Michelle Agyemang, played for England in the Euros, did well for England. Linda Casido, Vicky, Captain Vicky Lopez, Claudia Martinez Ovando. So those are the young up and ballers, young up and coming ballers that have been nominated for the Raymond Copper Trophy. So yeah, I'm pretty sure those are all the nominees for Ballon d'Or. Or if I'm missing something else, I think I might be missing something else. Actually, I think I might be missing something else. I think it might be the managers one. I think it might be the managers one that I've missed out, right? But yeah, man, it's gonna be very fascinating to see. One thing, like this year for Ballon d'Or is not really. It's not moving me, because once again, it's not like it's not massive names. You get what I mean? Oh, there we go. So best men's coach. So the coach of the year, the best coach in the world. Antonio Conte be nominated, Luis Enrique's been nominated, Hansi Flick nomination, Enzo Maresca nomination, and Arne Slot. It's Luis Enrique, isn't it? It's Luis Enrique by a landslide, in my opinion, dude. 100% it's Luis Enrique. Right, Farhan Mehta said Sesko gonna cook Prem. Is he gonna score bangers? I hope so, bro. I hope so, dude. I hope that these man also give him service as well. Right. More stuff guys, to react to. More stuff to react to. This is just Coach Cam's giving his opinion to the Alejandro Garnacho news. And I tell you what, yeah, like I want to see what he has to say, because I've gone in on Garnacho, and for me, I don't rate the kid anymore. I used to, but now I don't. So let's see what a man like Coach Cam's has to say, and then we're going to move on to other stuff, because we have got a lot more stuff to get through.
Alejandro, he has left the building. Alejandro Garnacho, it looks like his move to Chelsea will be taking place imminently. And listen, this is a discussion which has been going on and on and on. And, you know, a lot of people don't actually agree with my views on this topic, you know what I mean, on Garnacho leaving. And, you know, a lot of people also don't like the way I say Garnacho. I say Garnacho. Well, people say it's Garnacho. Whatever it is, he is leaving Manchester United to go to Chelsea. So, guys, first and foremost, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and thank you for the 40k subscribers. Now we got to do road to 50k, so big respect, big love, and maybe I'll do a Q&A again for that. We'll see.
Shout out to Cam, man. Congrats on that 40,
Let's talk about it. Garnacho, Manchester United. Well, technically, is he Carrington? It's a technicality. On a technicality, he's Carrington because he did play in the FA Youth Cup and win the FA Youth Cup with Man United, but he was bought from Atleti. Let me know if you guys class him as Carrington. I know he was classed as Carrington when he scored in the FA Cup final. I know they were calling him Carrington when he scored in the FA Cup final, so are we still calling him Carrington now? But yeah, he's on his way to Chelsea, and you would think to yourself, I know a lot of people are saying, why would he go Chelsea if all the options they have, of course, to go Esther.
He's trying to prove a point. He's trying to prove a point. That's what Garnacho's trying to do by going to Chelsea, guys. Like, that's it. That's it. Because he wants to basically come back and like, yeah, I'm gonna dunk on Man United at Old Trafford. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what he wants to do. But once again, once this guy realizes that there's actually players of quality in the areas that he plays in, he's gonna be like, oh wait, you know what? I might have been a mistake. He should have gone to Napoli again, where Scott McTominay is nominated for a freaking Ballon d'Or. Look how much he's thriving over there. He should have gone to Napoli, in my opinion. Because in Chelsea, like, there's William Esteval better than him, Jamie Gittins better than him, Pedro Neto better than him. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting somebody else. I'm pretty sure there's another winger that I'm forgetting, right? Like, there's other better players than Alejandro Garnacho that play in that wing spot. You know what I mean? Cole Palmer plays also on the right side as well. Like, people forget that Cole Palmer plays like on the right side for Chelsea sometimes, but Garnacho's primarily a left winger, and all those other men can freaking play there, bro. So yeah,
they got Palmer.
Just give us that 50 mil. You can have your guy. We can have the 50 mil and fund it for Baleba.
Well, they got Neto, they got Gittins, they got Nkunku, they want Javi Simons, they've got Esteval. I think I might have already mentioned him. They've got options in that Chelsea team. But one thing about Garnacho is that a lot of the players that have been mentioned, that I just mentioned now, they're all players that like the ball to feet. You know, Gittins likes the ball to feet, Neto likes the ball to feet, takes people on. Palmer, Simons, Nkunku, all these guys. Garnacho's the only one that really likes the ball kind of over the top. He can run onto things, and the thing about him is that is what probably his best strength is. You know, a lot of people saying he's not even going to play. I do think he's going to play, actually. I do think he's going to get minutes at Chelsea, and I do think he will be good at Chelsea. Now, do I think Garnacho is a great player? I actually don't, and seeing him leave the club doesn't really affect me in any real way. You know, I think in terms of quality, in terms of potential, his potential is good. He has offered things to Man United. He did put down some numbers. He did score in the FA Cup final. He's done some good things for the club, as much as people want to make out like he's villain number one and, oh my God, get him out. He's a cancer, he's toxic, blah, blah, blah. He has done some good things for Manchester United. That can't be denied. Now, in the case, I'll go more into what I think he's going to look like at Chelsea, but in the case of him leaving Manchester United, my view on this is very dividing. Well, fans see it as dividing. They think it's player FC. Now, first and foremost, I've never co-signed to anything like player FC. For me, that's even a corny term. I've never co-signed to any of that. I've never been a player over a club type person. That's not my prerogative. You know, that's never really anything that I get involved in. When people are doing it with Pogba, with Martial, FC, Rashford, and Nacho, and Sancho, I go.
The majority of it
is on. I think something is wrong.
The majority of it is on X. That's what it is. The majority of it is on X, bro. Like, stunning. Then they've got a player of a profile picture of a player, bro. Like, it's, you know, it's young kids. It's young kids that do that. That have got picture of a player. You get what I mean? There's a guy right now in the chat who's got a picture of a player. But yeah, no, it's literally all on freaking X, bro.
It's as simple as that. Now, we don't know the ins and outs of what Garnacho has done at Manchester United in terms of what his conversations with Ruben could have been, what his attitude in training or anything like that could have been. We've just seen a few things play out. Some things, his brother doing things that he wants. Is Garnacho in control of that? No. I don't think so, but could he maybe tell him stop doing that?
Yeah.
Probably. We had the same situation with Paul Pogba where everything... his brothers will go and speak and linking him to Real Madrid and blah, blah, blah. We had this situation with the brothers. How much control do these guys have over it? I don't know. The brother thing was just a little side note. His brother's like 14, 15 years old. You know, somehow I saw on TalkSport that he's been reported as his agent. His brother was like 15, 16, maybe he might be 17 now. I don't know, but he's a kid. You know, he's a little kid. He's emotional about his brother. Now, we know that Garnacho also got moved on. As in, when I say moved on, he got put to the side for a little bit. Him and Rashford, after, I don't know what happened, maybe bad training performance or whatever happened, he got moved to the side for a bit. But he came back, and also that was praised by Ruben Amorim in how he reacted to being dropped. Now, this again is a young kid, right? His ego is very big, 100%. He thinks he's Cristiano Ronaldo. Whatever he does, his ego is very big. I've noticed that from the beginning. When I saw Viva Garnacho being sang, I was like, wow, this fan base are really putting a lot of stocks into this guy. You know, really putting a lot. So that was Ronaldo's song, and we're singing it for Garnacho. Yeah, blowing his head up. Boom. But that happens. You know, that happens. Whatever, fans are going to support in whichever way they want. Now, the big thing that a lot of people be talking about is the Europa League final. His comments after the Europa League final, in which I personally have no issue with. I see a lot of fans have issues with it. I have no issue with it. I'm going to go and get up what Nacho said. Just 1 second. I'm gonna get up what Nacho said. There we go. After the Europa League final, he said, so Manchester United winger, blah, blah, blah. He said, up until the final, I played every minute, every round helping the team. And today I played 20 minutes. I don't know. The final influenced my decision, but the whole season, the situation of the club, I'm going to try and enjoy the summer, and we'll see what happens. Then his brother goes and says some stuff. That's his brother. That's his brother after the game. The main thing is about what Garnacho said. And Garnacho, I don't think in this quote, if anyone can tell me what is wrong with this quote, I'm all ears. Up until the final, I played every round helping the team. I played 20 minutes. I don't know. The final influenced my decision, but the whole season, the situation of the club, I'm going to try and enjoy the summer and see what happens afterward. Why is somebody, a player that wants to play in the biggest game of the season for Manchester United, who's hungry to play, and by the way, the only player who had a shot on target after 76 minutes, why is him saying that after a game, a 20-year-old kid, a 21-year-old kid, after a game, who's frustrated, who wanted to contribute, someone like Mason Mount started, who Mason Mount, we all know, had been injured for so long. He did contribute against Real Sociedad. However, at the final, I personally think Garnacho should have started that game too. I don't see what is so wrong about that comment. And I hear, Amorim afterwards said, hey, good luck finding a football club and blah, 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 blah. He's going to a better team. You know, good luck. You better pray your agent finds you a club. That's what the reports that came out that Amorim said. He's going to a better team in Chelsea. Chelsea are currently better. So right now, in this current situation, Garnacho is actually upgraded. The same thing with Marcus Rashford. Now, listen, I'm not saying we should have kept them. As I said, if Garnacho wants to leave, let him leave. However, the whole, making it like he's number one villain, I think Manchester United fans seem to sometimes have too much of a, it's like an obsession, or we want to humble players, or we want to, like discipline is everything. I know, maybe people put discipline down to why Man United haven't been good over these years, but I think Man United fans, we get too excited over this guy's discipline. I'm going to back my manager, and for me, it's just whoever does right, whoever does wrong. And in this situation, I don't think, because that's the thing that really sent people over the edge. Of course, then now when he's already leaving, he does the whole Aston Villa thing, whatever. I don't see anything wrong with that either, but whatever. That said.
But the thing is though, Cam, for Ruben Amorim, right, to say that you better pray to find another club, there has to be something that's happened also behind the scenes that we don't know about. You know what I mean? And also, right, to say you don't care about the whole Aston Villa thing, nah, that was foul play on his side. It's 100% foul play, dude, because he's wearing Rashford's top, who he knows that Rashford has an issue with the manager. And it's in Villa colours. Why could he wear a Rashford top in Man United colours? Why couldn't he do that? He knew what he was doing. This is not some innocent little number 9 freaking top. I'm walking through my Villa. No, bro. He knew what he was doing with that. I love Cam's guys. I genuinely do. I agree with them with the majority of things. 98% of the times I agree with him. But this one, I don't, bro. That top thing, he knew what he was doing, bro. You get what I mean? Yeah, if he wants to wear an Atletico Madrid shirt, that for me, that's perfectly fine, because that's where he's from. I'm pretty sure he's Argentinian, but I'm pretty sure he's born in Spain, right? But that's where he also played football. That's where he grew up from. There's players that wear their old team kits, like Bruno Sport. It's like Bruno with the Sporting kit. I think it was Darwin Núñez. when he was at Liverpool, like in his first season at Liverpool, I think it was like a Penarol shirt. It's a football team is somewhere in Uruguay, right? Like players do that, but for him to go and wear like a freaking like Marcus Rashford top, and he was trying to say something without saying something. You get what I mean? Like it's just that's just to call out
people over the edge, the Europa League comments, and I just don't know why. I really just don't know why. Now, in terms of Manchester United, you're getting in Cunha, you're getting in Mbeumo. We move on. Naturally.
Temsgen Deliso says, yeah, I liked Sesko, Carlos, Baleba, Donnarumma to United is better for next season. Please, make plan for Amarim. Also, Kang In Lee and Femi Lopez loan to United is better for next season. Please, Ineos. All right, so you want Kang In Lee?
But the whole situation of trying
Femi
to make
Lopez.
him like he's villain number one and blah blah.
He's not villain number one. He's not villain number one. Like he's not villain number one. I just want Chelsea to come and pay the 50 mil, bro, because he's like he thinks he's a player. Like the quality of player that he thinks he is not that.
Can't get behind that. I just can't get behind that. But listen, at the end of the day, Garnacho did contribute some stuff to Man United, but it is time to move on. And he is going to the Chelsea team, which I think needs somebody of his quality. Because as I said, they have a lot of players that run, like want the ball to feet, but he is someone that can stretch the pitch. And a lot of people are saying, he's not going to play much and he'll come off the bench. Garnacho off the bench secretly was better than when he was starting people.
I agree with that. I agree with that, bro. I actually do agree with that. He's better off the bench than he's starting.
Garnacho off the bench secretly, when he's off the bench, in some games he was better. In some games he can make impact. Now, that's not to co-sign him being on the bench in the final, because I don't think he should have been. Because when I look at Amarim's football, 98% of the time, anytime something good came out of Amarim's football, it was either through Bruno Fernandes or Garnacho. If we're being serious, it was that outball to Garnacho and we hope something happens. That was really it. Last season anyway. We hope to move on from that. But I think with Chelsea, he can stretch the pitch. He's going to be a goal threat. You look at what Sancho offered them last season. He did okay, but he's going to be a completely different type. And I think he will help the Simons. He will help the Cole Palmers with balls over the top, with somebody that's direct running, allowing the team to stretch the pitch. And I think that's why he's going to be a good sign for Chelsea. Now, a lot of Chelsea fans are probably thinking, we don't want him. But I genuinely think he can offer something to the club. Now, I don't personally you don't have to rate. Like, I don't rate Martinelli. I've never have rated Martinelli. But he scored 15 open play goals in a Premier League season. There's a lot of players that I don't rate, but they can get goals, they can get assists. And I think Garnacho is one of them. Don't rate him highly in any way, but I think he can get goals and get some assists in moments that Chelsea might need it. Now, the most important thing is the fee. What is the fee going to be? One thing I know for Garnacho, though, I think he really wanted to go to Chelsea because he wants to play against Manchester United and he wants to show Manchester United fans and the club that he had something to offer. And the thing about it is that where I will go on the side of the fans is nobody has an issue. Well, I do, but with his ability. But a lot of people didn't have an issue with his ability. They just thought it was about his attitude. So Garnacho wanting to kind of go to a Chelsea maybe, which might be his best situation, by the way, as well. But I do think he was really eager to go to Chelsea because he wants to show the fans. The fans, it's the attitude that people have the problem with, not necessarily his ability.
Yep.
I'm talking about the mass amount of fans. So him wanting to kind of like prove that it's like, hey, mate, no one's really looking at it in that way. Nobody's really looking at it that way. But listen, that's why I said in my title or in the thumbnail, it's personal for him. This is personal for Garnacho. He is going to take this to heart and he is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And let's see. That could be a good thing for Chelsea. It could be a bad thing. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Let's see.
I think he's going to probably feel a little bit more free. Like Sancho said, freedom fighter, freedom. Yeah. But at the end of the day, Chelsea are a team that if you don't deliver, they'll get rid of you in
Quickly.
1 to 2 seasons.
Bro.
Easily.
Swift.
Easily. Now the discussion is going to be, what's the fee? I had this discussion on United View. I saw KG was saying to me 65 million. I was like, bro.
Hey, 65? What?
He's been banished. His reputation's been tarnished. People don't rate him as a player. Why would he go for 65 million?
65
I think if we can
lot.
get 40 million out of this, we've done well with the situation that it is. We've done well if we can get 40 million. Chelsea value him at 30 million apparently. I think they should meet around 40 million. Man United value him around 50 million. Meet in the middle ground around 40 million. And we move. And Chelsea, of all teams, know what it's like to sell a player. So if Chelsea are now trying to lowball Manchester United, it's probably because they think Garnacho really wants to join us, and Man United don't have much option. We don't have much choice.
Yeah. Or Chelsea, or you don't get your guy, and he sits in the under 23s. And then winter time comes. Are people gonna get desperate then? If not, stays longer.
I don't have much to say in this situation because obviously he's been banished. So it's an interesting one. It's going to be a standoff, but the rumors, not the rumors, the reports are piling in and for him, and I do think it really, really should happen. Now I'm just going to check if anything has happened while I've been making this video, but I don't think anything has happened. Now, guys, you got to remember, right? This is a guy that Man United tried to sell for PSR reasons all January. Me knowing the way Garnacho's mentality is, I'm surprised he didn't even just throw even bigger strop. I'm surprised he didn't throw even bigger strop, honestly. This guy was going to go to Napoli. They were trying to sell him all January, and it didn't happen. It didn't materialize. And then you have to lock in for the rest of the season while Man United are 15th, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. I see something say low salary, 21 years of age, Argentina international, 93 Premier League appearances, 144 apps across 26 goals, 19 assists, 3 years left. I'll be extremely disappointed if we sell Chelsea. Garnacho's Chelsea for 40 million. They'd be quoting 80 million. Why? But United fans, we're not getting 80 million. We're not getting 80 million.
He's not saying that. He's saying that's what Chelsea will be quoting, though. If it was the other way around, that's what Chelsea will be quoting, and we aren't going to get the 80 for him. We aren't going to be getting the freaking 80 for him. But like, if you flip things around, and if Man United would try to sign Garnacho from Chelsea, they'll be quoting him that.
We're not getting 65 million. Why would we get that? The guy is part of the bomb squad, the Manchester 5. We are not getting 80 million of him. 65 million.
Listen, bro, like this bomb squad stuff, right? Bro, I need to go in a different freaking thing. This bomb squad stuff is killing me though, for Man United, right? Because for me, Anthony and Malacia, they've done nothing wrong, dude. They've actually not done nothing wrong. Like, Anthony's actually willing to take a pay cut to actually leave United and go back to Betis permanently, right? But Betis don't want to pay that freaking money. Pay the money, Betis, fam. Gerardo, mi amigo, mi hermano. Dinero. But yeah, Tyrone Malacia, like, he went on loan because he was injured the majority of the time for Man United, like in the 23-24 season, right? Goes on loan, comes back, and Ruben Amorim's like, you gotta go, bro. We've got look at the left backs that we have now. Diego Leon, Dogu, Luke Shaw somehow made a miraculous recovery after signing another left back. He's somehow fit again. You get what I mean? So, Malacia, mate, you're gonna have to go, bro. I've not heard of Malacia at Old Trafford or anything, bro. I've not heard anything with Tyrone Malacia, dude. I don't know what's happened with him. Like, Rashford, he had to leave. It was time for him to go, bro. Rashford had to leave. I don't think he was giving that much effort at Manchester United. The two man who should be considered the bomb squad, him and Sancho. The public one, number one is Sancho, bro. Freedom fighter guy, bro. Like, Dortmund should come and rescue their friend, dude, and you get him off our hands. And then this guy here thinks he's Cristiano Ronaldo, but he's got the ability of like Bebe and Obertan, bro. Like, we should be real. We have to be real, bro. Chelsea should come in and just give us our 50 million, and then we can be on our merry way. Where's my mouse? Right,
dude, wow, Ineos, you guys are unbelievable. If you can get 65 million, Ineos, Sir Jim's already knight. Give him a double knighthood. I don't see that happening. Chelsea have stepped up talks with Manchester United of the deal. Clubs have been in touch for some time, and now advancing. 21-year-old wants Chelsea or nothing and expects the move to happen. This is going to be such a... I swear to you guys, football is starting to become like a simulation. It's like, Garnacho at Chelsea? Like, really? Like, what? Like, it's so random, bro. Honestly, it's so random. Manchester United have now set their asking price at 50 million. I really hope we can get 50 million out of him. If we can get 50 million, I'm buzzing. But I think it's going to be probably closer towards around 40 million. Guys, let me know what you think about this Garnacho sell.
Price him at 50 million United, like, bro.
Yeah, fuck him. He's in it, but
price Alejandro Garnacho at 50 mil, Man United. Price him at 50 mil. That's what needs to happen, bro. Man United need to price my dude at 50 mil. They ripped us off from Mason Mount. We need to rip him off back, bro. That's it. But anyway, I think I might move on to Twitch, guys, because this is copyrighted. This is copyrighted. So for the people that are on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. It actually means the world to me that people have actually tuned in. Crazy numbers. Once again, please like the stream. Please like the stream. But I am ending it here, guys, because if you guys do want to see the reaction for the AFTV stuff, because I'm gonna be doing AFTV content, but copyrighted. It has to be basically on Twitch, because once again, like copyright will send me they'll banish me to the nether freaking realm, bro. So hence why I'm doing all this on Twitch. So if you do want, if you guys do want to join us, we are gonna be on Twitch. So yeah, I'm ending the YouTube stream there. So again, if you want to join us, we're on Twitch. The thing should be, I think should be around, I think it's here or there, like the socials. It should be here. It should be here, bro. I think it should be here. So if you want to join, get Decars_23 on Twitch, and then come join us, because we'll be checking out the meltdown of AFTV from last night. So yeah, catch you lot later, YouTube. Peace. All right. Okay. So back at it.